The Midsummer Solstice is just around the corner. Many people choose to honour the god Manannán at this time, but not everyone understands where that connection comes from. So I thought I'd share what I know about this with you. Now, Manannán is probably best known from Irish myth, where he's usually portrayed as a wise counsellor to the Tuatha Dé Danann, but not exactly of the Tuatha Dé. He's strongly associated with the Irish otherworld, which is usually portrayed as being on beautiful islands over the sea, often to the west. However, it's an island to the east of Ireland, almost equidistant between Ireland, Scotland, Wales and England, that bears Manannán's name today, the Isle of Man. This island has a long history of belief concerning Manannán, whom the people of Man call Manannán or Little Manannán Maclir, little in this sense being a way to express affection. In all the Celtic-speaking lands surrounding the Irish Sea, Manannán seems to have been held in love and high esteem. In the Brythonic-speaking lands of Western Britain, he was called Manawyddan Fab Llŷr, and he was known as one of the 3 humbled chieftains of Britain because he chose not to fight for a throne which was rightfully his. The name Manannán means of the Isle of Man, but there is some doubt as to whether the god is named after the island or the island after the god. However, it is widely said that Manannán was the first king of the island and protected it from invaders by cloaking it in a deep mist, or by creating the illusion that it was protected by a huge army or by hundreds of men in boats when, in fact, this wasn't the case. It's typical of Manannán's benevolence that the only tax he put on the islanders was that they each pay a yearly rent of a bunch of rushes. As any farmer knows, rushes are of little value. In fact, most farmers would prefer to be rid of them, as they're a sign of waterlogged land. The rushes were traditionally taken to the summit of the high hill of Barrule, where there is an Iron Age hill fort. This custom continued well into the 19th century and has been somewhat revived today. Some believe that Manannán would appear as a heron at these times, seeking to court women of the island. Although it's protected by Great Britain, the Isle of Man is self-governing and has its own parliament called the Tynwald. The Tynwald meets monthly for regular business, but it also meets annually in the village of St. John's, when the ceremonial path to the summit of Tynwald Hill is strewn with rushes. An annual fair is also held with dancing and games. The date of this meeting is near the time of the summer solstice and its Christian counterpart, St. John's Day. So that's why Manannán is quite rightly linked to the midsummer solstice. Thanks for listening.